Hi guys and gals. I opened up a new. I had a well, okay. I still have the Retro Gamer for Life group on Facebook. Um, I don't need to toot my own horn, but at least it's probably one of the best sales groups out there. I don't know. That's what I'm told. I'm not going to say it's better than any other group, really, but I'm just told by the members they love it. Even the admins buy stuff from it, so I guess it means something. Because originally, when I started it a few years ago, it was a discussion group, and I loved it. I mean, I just love talking to people. I just love, uh, you know, engaging with them. Really, I mean, when they find stuff, like when they make pickups, I'd be lying if there was not, some jealousy with me because there's certain things I haven't found in the wild. Um, but I think a lot of people do garage sales and flea markets, so I think it increases their chances of finding just random stuff, something that I want to do in the future. Um, but it's still pretty cool to see that people are finding things, and it's definitely on a collector's perspective, it's definitely encouraging because it's like I used to when I first tried it. I tried it a couple times and I gave up. And I realized right away I didn't ask for games. I didn't think to because I didn't think if it was on there they wouldn't have it. Uh, the other one was the games were board games. So I learned from those experiences, and I also learned most of the stuff I learned is from other people who do garage sailing and flea marketing and whatnot. And a lot of those people aren't active. At least the last I looked, a lot of them weren't active on YouTube, which is a shame because I really liked them. One day I'm going to make a list of those people, and I'm going to say, if you ever come back, I'd love to see you come back because I really enjoyed their video and their content. Uh, you know, but um, the reason I say about the group is for a few reasons. One, I absolutely loved it, and I took a break from it. And I had things going on in my life. I don't really care to get into them, but when that happens, I'm very off. Separate myself. I don't want anything to do with drama, and I should have been there. Should have been monitoring the group because as it went from a discussion group, it quickly uh, got taken over as a sales group, and so really, it was my fault. It was my fault for not doing anything, but I mean, theoretically, I could start something there. But everyone likes the sales group. The admins like the sales group, and I mean, they're telling me they're buying stuff off it. So I'm like, you know what? Why change it? It's there. I'll just start another one. So yesterday I started a new one, Retro Gamers Planet. I can always change the name. Still have to put a picture up there. I asked one of my admins if they could put up the same picture I had for Retro Gamer Life. That's one of them. I really love the group. I love going on there. Um, it's something that I enjoy. Um, I originally thought, what, maybe I'll make it neutral. And the thing of it is, there's so much talk about new games, and I don't. The problem, what sucks is people are they're very opinionated, and I hate to say it, but kind of childish in some ways because a few times I remember Retro Gamer, some people would put some new games up there, and they'd be like, and people would be like, oh, those are new, we don't do that here, and it's like, well, I mean, I didn't specifically say we can only sell old games. You know, if you want to sell new ones, you can sell new ones. I don't care. Sometimes you want to throw them in a lot just to get rid of them. And um, but plus, I posted a couple ads in there. I haven't seen anything yet. I've been looking for an Atari Jaguar because I can't find mine. It's probably buried somewhere, and I don't want to look for it because there's a garage full of stuff. It would take hours, and then I'd have to repack everything. And, there's one on Craigslist that I could possibly get, but I honestly don't know. They're going for the lowest, about $250 right now, and I was seeing. I mean, that's on the low end, so I was seeing if I could find something uh, cheaper. They really shot up since I bought mine, but uh, I remember buying mine for $50, by the way. So I mean, they literally went up 200, 250, uh, you know, per piece because eBay is saying it's trending for $300. But anyway, getting off the subject a little bit, it's just because I'm just saying that I use my group too. I've posted there a couple times, but I haven't had any luck. There have been a lot of things that I've wanted. Um, so that's the first bit of news that I wanted to say, that I made a Retro Gamers Planet group, and if you're watching this, I'd really like you to join. I don't care who joins. I like to engage my members. I'll probably like to engage my members here on YouTube if I can get people to comment on the videos eventually. I know I'm still have started off, and I'm going to have to put videos up for a while, but I mean, it's encouraging for me because I'm not doing it for subscribers. I'm not doing it for views. I'm just doing it because there's another retro community out there that is around, and I want to be part of that. Um, the second reason I'm making this video is I'm a little disheartened. I'm not exactly sure if I'm just looking into things, but there's a few YouTube groups based on people that I won't mention that are solely, that person's YouTube name and then that group. And maybe they're not doing it for attention, or they're not doing it to promote themselves. They're just doing it because they love the community and they want, and they figure maybe they throw their name on there, and a lot of people will be there. A lot of their fans will show up and stuff like that. But I kind of wonder if it's just me, because in martial arts there's a saying, it's not about the practitioner, it's about the art. So, you know, I don't know if I'm just being too picky, or and I'm kind of like, hey, this is about the the retro games, the games itself, and the community, and not about the person. But maybe it's just a community, their community, and that's all they want. Maybe I'm just being picky, but I know a lot of people told me when I first started my first group that a lot of the reasons they leave, or they're not active, is because they quote unquote, it gets to their head. Now the original owner. Um, I don't know if that could be for a few reasons. Um, I was told yesterday that people are they're very opinionated, so that might have to do something with it. I often thought that maybe the reason was because they're they want to be protective, like they don't want people to post stupid things in their forums and make it a toxic environment, as some people would say, for everyone else. And I'm not going to let that happen in my group, because I don't want that. I don't want that to be, people come in there and just feel unwelcome. I mean, I want to make everyone feel welcome, because, like I said, I mean, it should really be about discussion and unity as a group, not anything less. Um, so I mean, certain things that I couldn't allow people to say, even though it's just people get stupid. That's about it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, like I said, I can't exactly hate on them, because it's like it's your community or your fans. Maybe that's what you're making. It's about your fans, but It almost feels like it's about them a little bit. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be reading into it. I mean, I know some of you, if you watch this movie, you might agree a little bit to what I'm saying, because I know a lot of times if people in the retro gaming community see that somebody's trying to use the hobby in a different way to make some money, they tend to not like that. I can't think off the top of my head. Like I guess if someone were to get some a couple arcade games or something in their house and try to start charging people or something like that, I think more or less like not selling, because most I don't know uh, any retro gamer that does not sell. Like off the top of my head, every single one that I've seen sells. There could be other ones that are extremely picky about what they buy and they don't resell their stuff, but most of them buy things, they keep what they want, or basically, or they replace, a lot of times they get a better copy or a case, they replace what they have and then they sell the rest. That's just the way it goes. And that's how a lot of people help fund their hobby, which I don't blame them. Um, but this is one of many discussions we're going to get into. There's only two off the top of my head that I know, but like I said, I don't point names because I don't want drama. I don't want it. It's not just that, but um, I don't want to make it seem like I'm hating on these people, um, because I mean, they're still retro gamers, they're still collectors, they're still content makers. So I don't want to come off like I'm hating on them. I want to ask you guys questions. I want to ask you guys what you feel about someone starting a group and saying, for example, I don't have a particular name, but let's say, I'm trying to think, like, my name's Al, so we'll say Al's Retro Gaming Group, uh, like from YouTube. So it wouldn't just be Al's Retro Gaming Group, it'd be like Al the Retro Gamers Group, you know? So it would almost feel like the group was about, like, me, like, it was uh, my community that, was about Al the Retro Gamer, Al the Retro Gamer from YouTube, you know? And that's just the way it comes off to me. But you know, I know some people are like that, some people aren't. But I really want to hear your opinions about it. If I'm wrong, if it doesn't bother you, if it does, because I know for a fact that there are some YouTubers that try to make like retro collecting like an episode kind of thing. Like a you know how to, like, it's more entertainment than about the as somebody would say, it's more entertainment than it is about the hobby. Like, I guess trying to cash in on it, basically, is what they're saying. And some people don't like that, so, But that's their opinions, I, I just watch content for what it is. It is what it is. And no one can get around all the drama and BS you gotta pull, you gotta come around when you collect, so. You can try to make it as fun as it is. It still sucks in a lot of ways. That's of course for another video too. I make 30 things I hate about video game collecting. But anyway, um, this is Al. Like I said, if I'd really like you to join you can join Retro Gamers for Life, or sorry, Retro Gamer for Life. That's basically sell. That's basically what we sell. So that's going to be the selling platform. But my new discussion platform, if you like to discuss, which I really do, is Retro Gamers Planet. So you want to join those two on Facebook, please do, especially the Retro Gamers Planet. Um, because even then, I remember after a time where we weren't discussing, I had people leaving because they just loved the discussion. Uh, um, but anyway, I want to, hope you had a nice weekend, and like I said, join those groups. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'd really love to hear your opinion on this. And have a nice day.